How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal, and today we're looking at a piece of history. For better or for worse. Game started life in 1984 and is largely responsible for giving us what we know today as the action RPG genre. It was ported to the NES and Famicom a couple of years later. I want to say it went to the Famicom in like 1986, and we got it here in the States a little bit after The Legend of Zelda. And that is where the problems start. Today, we are going to take a quick look at Hydlide. Now, Hydlide, like I said, is what the action RPG genre became. This is from 1984. Very little was changed from this to from what we got, what was released on the MSX to this. Very little was changed, and a lot should have been changed, I think. You are on a quest to rescue a princess that has been turned into 3 fairies. The princess is 3 fairies in a princess costume. In all actuality. I know, right? But your mission is to find these 3 fairies so you can turn the princess back into one whole regular sized person and defeat a dragon in the process. And the music in the game is a ripoff of the Indiana Jones theme, and it plays the entire time, and it's frustrating. The combat in the game, you press A to switch from defend to attack. Once you're in attack mode, you just barrel into enemies. There's no animation for using a sword, and it's weird. Just like the fact that your character name is Jim. It's a fantasy game, and you play as Jim. Please help me understand. Most of the magic is useless. When you defeat enemies with magic, it doesn't build experience. Grinding to build experience takes forever because experience builds so slowly. The save thing. That's another thing, right? This game doesn't have a battery backup. There's a save option and a load option in the menu. You hit save. You better go to password right after and write down that incredibly long password, because if you just save and you turn off your NES, that's it. Game is gone. Alright? There's no battery backup. So if you turn it off without writing down the password, you're stuck. Thankfully this game is short, but oh man is it tedious. I don't know if there is much of a saving grace to this game, other than the fact that this started life a couple of years before The Legend of Zelda. And so because it started life before The Legend of Zelda happened, then you come to recognize, hey, this shouldn't have been better than Zelda, because Zelda is a couple of years younger and a pinnacle of what that genre could do at the time, at least. Also, there's a situation where if you hit the wrong tree, you get attacked and killed by bees. You're going to die a lot. starting out because you don't have any health really. You gotta grind to get health. Grinding is a desperate struggle because of how you fight enemies. Everything just feels archaic and wrong. I am not a fan of being ageist when it comes to video games. This game is elderly, bruh. And it ain't elderly in a good, quirky way. Like, Space Invaders. This is just old and weird. Like the My Pillow guy. But yeah, if you decide you want a copy of Hydlide, keep it a buck. If you pay more than $2 to $3 for a copy of Hydlide, you're being scammed. You can get copies of Hydlide for like $2, $2.50, something like that. It's cheap, easy to get a hold of, and not very good. Just be honest. Not a good game. But it's $2. You could buy the copy of this for $2 and just, you could throw it at somebody you don't like. I don't know. But play it for historical purposes and then put it away. Because you're likely not going to have a good time with this. I'm sorry. But this has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, there's no real cute way to say this. Game ain't for kids, bruh. And it ain't because of violence.